Just over the past 12 months, you've played in Brisbane for the Heat, you've played in Adelaide for South Australia, you've been over to play in England for Gloucestershire, now over here in Melbourne. And no doubt some time in India as well. What's it like as a journeyman cricketer? Is it hard to adapt to your different surroundings?
I wouldn't say hard. No, I mean it's just sort of what we do these days. I'd much prefer to be sort of travelling the world playing than running around the oval doing a pre-season in the freezing cold. So it's coming back just this week in Melbourne. It's been pretty chilly, and speaking to the boys, it's been pretty cold for them as well the last few months. So no, I'm pretty happy that I've been overseas, and I'd like to continue to do that.
What's the biggest challenge of that constant touring?
It does get a bit monotonous, and not sleeping in your own bed as well. I've started taking my own pillow away with me, which makes a difference. It's nice to have that constant, but it's probably.
Have you got a favourite plush toy or teddy bear or something?
No, I haven't got anything like that.
Look, sometimes the life of a professional athlete can appear a little bit glamorous, and some critics out there might be suggesting that after you were awarded an $800,000 IPL contract that you're perhaps on easy street. I'd imagine it's anything but that. What have the last couple of years been like for you?
Exciting, but I think one thing with that IPL contract, it gave me it was obviously financially it was obviously fantastic, but the biggest thing for me was to play the opportunity to play at that level against international players, train with them, play against them, watch how they go about their work and stuff like that, and that gave me a little bit more incentive to try and get the best out of myself. 4 or 5 months down the track, I was in the Aussie One Day team after that, so it was a really positive experience for me, and I've really enjoyed it.
The Australian One Day International and T20 teams have been announced for the series over in England. What does the future hold for you in terms of pulling on the green and gold colours again?
Oh, I'd love to. Obviously, love to. And obviously, still got aspirations to make that Test side at some stage. So it's but yeah, given my last 12 months and what happened in South Australia, it's just a case of me of trying to get into that Victorian team and doing well there and contributing to some titles there, and hopefully all the Aussie stuff will look after itself.
Is there anything from a technical aspect or a preparation point of view with your own game that you're focusing on for the season ahead?
Not really, no. I mean, it's not. It's probably just as just trying to be as consistent as I can. That's all I've really worked on the last few years, is just trying to get some real consistency in my game, and not that that sporadic good score here or that those good figures there.
And you mentioned before about the importance of having fun while you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I know I play my best cricket when I'm enjoying myself. So as long as I'm doing that, I think I'll be all right.
And what have your initial impressions been of living in Melbourne?
Yeah, fantastic. Although it is a little bit fresh this time of year, but it's been great. The boys have been great. Really enjoying it and looking forward to the next 6 months or so.
Your arrival here in the inner suburb of Richmond has coincided with the rise up the AFL ladder of the Richmond Tigers. Has that caused you to start barracking for them?
No, not at all. I haven't actually watched a game of AFL since I've been here. I normally keep an eye on the scores, but no, I'm a leaguey. I'm a leaguey from country New South Wales originally, so that's where I tend to follow.
It sounds like there still may be time for potential suitors to come knocking on the door for a membership for D Christian. Who do you follow in the league?
St George. They're unfortunately not doing very well this year, so hopefully they do a bit better next year.
Dan, thanks for being with us. All the best for the summer ahead. Enjoy your new surrounds, and great to see you in what's officially sunny Melbourne today.
No worries. Thanks for having me.